The road to Vallaki was quiet, far too quiet. Fresh off your grim victory at the old Bongrinder, your party carried the heavy weight of what you'd seen and done. The hags were defeated, yes, and the stolen children were rescued. But the relief was short. As you made your way down the fog-cloaked path, a strange sight greeted you. Ravens, dozens of them, gathering in eerie number, perched along the gnarled branches and the crumbling rooftops of abandoned sheds. They didn't caw, they didn't stir. They only watched. Countless, unblinking black eyes tracked your every step, as if they were silent judges, waiting to see what you would do next in this cursed land. And then, at last, the high walls of Vallaki rose from the Meester settlement, far larger and more imposing than anything you'd encountered in Barovia so far. Its gates were heavily guarded, torches flickered against the oppressive gloom, and strange banners fluttered with an unsettling proclamation. Come one, come all, to the festival of the blazing sun. Attendants and children required, rain or shine. All will be well. Signed, the Baron. The forced cheer felt more like a threat than an invitation. Pushing past the guards, you made your way inside the city, seeking refuge at the Blue Water Inn. It was a rare sanctuary of warmth. The comforting sounds of clinking glasses and the low hum of real conversation, a stark contrast to the silence of the road. Irina, ever grateful for your protection, reminded you of her promise to pay the group for their services, but only after visiting the local church. She hoped to find some answers there, and perhaps a more permanent kind of safety than you could offer. But you soon discovered that Vallaki held its own sickness, a madness different from the overt horrors of the windmill. The town's leader, Baron Vargas Vallakovich, proved to be an insufferable tyrant. He was obsessed with the doctrine of forced cheerfulness, paranoid about any hint of dissent, and quick to punish anyone displaying what he deemed negativity. Garish propaganda promoting his festivals was plastered on every wall. His belief was as simple as it was delusional. If everyone pretends to be happy, Strode von Zarevich will leave them alone, and he was prepared to enforce that happiness by any means necessary. Your first stop was St. Andrew's Church, where you hoped to find the peace Irina sought. Instead, you found something far worse. This holy ground, one of the few places in Barovia where Strahd himself could not tread, had lost its divine protection. The air felt cold, empty. Father Lucian Petrovich, the local priest, confided in the party, his hands trembling as he spoke. The sacred bones of St. Andriel, the very relics that consecrated the church and kept the darkness at bay, were missing. Someone had stolen them. Deliberately. Father Lucian suspected only 2 people even knew where they were kept. Young Jeska, an innocent altar boy, and Jeska's troubled friend, Milivoj, the gravedigger. After some gentle but firm pressing, little Jeska broke down and admitted the truth. He had shown Milivoj where the bones were hidden, and Milivoj, he had been talking with someone else, someone who paid him. Boo! You found Milivoj working in the churchyard, his broad shoulders slumped, guilt and raw fear etched across his face. He was a young man burdened by a desperate situation, trying to provide for his siblings. At first, he was defiant, but he couldn't hold the lie for long. He confessed everything. A man had approached him, offering a small fortune in gold to retrieve the bones from their hiding place in the church. Milivoje, seeing no other way to feed his family, had agreed. His instructions were simple: deliver the relics to Henrik van der Voort, the coffin maker of Vallaki. And now, here you are. The sun is fading, painting the Vallaki rooftops in shades of orange and blood red. The ravens are still there, perched on the eaves, their silent vigil unbroken. And at the far end of town, the coffin-maker's shop looms quiet, shuttered, and much, much too still. Someone wanted those bones removed. Someone wants the church to be vulnerable. And as night begins to fall on Vallaki, you are about to walk into that shop and find out exactly why. Thank you for watching, and be sure to subscribe for the next session.